Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Miami Marlins. Singing as we come into this one, it's all about the speed.
Yeah, anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. Let's see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And towing the slab, Sandy Alcantara. What do we have on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Okay, all set to go. Leading off, Ahmed Rosario. And that's through there for a strike. And this one is off and running.
First pitch, 140.
Kicks and fires. And that's in the dirt.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That one misses in the dirt. That one hit to right. Sanchez gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Here's Dave Martinez lined up for the Nationals. And this offense is really clicking right now, Chris.
That's a good feeling in that dugout over there. You feel like when you walk to the plate, you're going to get a knock, you're going to drive in a run, you're going to do something productive, even if it's just get a walk to keep the line moving. And that's a great feeling to have. They've got it bottled right now.
Jacob Young in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Nice warm day here. Good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective instead of just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it. And that part, you can get on the inside part of the plate as well.
3 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. Started after it, appeal to first. He went around, according to Carl Dixon. And that one is lifted in the air. Sanchez on the run. Makes the grab on the run. And there are 2 outs.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football. It's interesting. You have spring training, wonderful weather, and then most teams go north and it's chilly, so hitters have to kind of get through.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for Washington. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound here this afternoon, Trevor Williams. And he comes in off a really nice season on the hill, Chris.
An ERA in the low 2s last year. So consistent, so dependable. Talk about a skipper who's got a guy like that that's going to go out there and not just keep them in the ball game, but really give them an opportunity to win a ball game, even if it's a low-scoring day for the offense. That's who he was last season. And if he's even close to that this year, I think they'll be really happy with his performance.
Otto Lopez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And there's a strike on the outside corner. And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boo. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. It's something to improve.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And up next for Miami, Griffin Conine. 2 for 6 so far in the series. Top of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Conine turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now here is Xavier Edwards. And delivers outside. Swings and misses. And 1-1.
1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Lopez, the runner at second with 1 away. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Ground ball up the middle. Abrams sends it to first.
He's out.
So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
Time down for the Marlins lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Otto Lopez.
Boog, his batting average is on the rise right now. He's hitting over 350 over the last 10 ball games, and you can see the confidence that he's carrying around just watching him walk to the plate.
Now it's going to be Connor Norby. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Little chopper rolls foul. Swinging a foul out of play. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. That one not close. 1-2 to count.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. No score. New inning getting
Leading off
started.
for the
And now the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. Abrams measures 6 feet 2 inches, batting in the cleanup spot, and he was selected for the All-Star game last year.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Oh, 2 now. Swing and a chopper out to short. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Luis Garcia, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Alcantara over to first, and he dives back in safely.
High.
In the dirt.
1-1.
Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Lopez slings to first. 1 out in the second.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here is James Wood. 3 for 6 in the series so far. That smash towards center. Hill pulls that one down. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball. Just couldn't get it to drop in.
Next to hit for the Nats, Stone Garrett.
Oh.
2 outs, base is empty. Garrett went deep in his most recent game. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. And that is that. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Nationals 1 and the Marlins 0. Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom half of inning number 2, and at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Williams back to work. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. Sanchez matched a homer in his last game. That one hooked foul. Out to short, boots it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
The first baseman.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick in the glove. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, you're going to have to work around that error.
And now for the Marlins, Davison De Los Santos. 3 for 7 in the series so far. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Over to second for 1. On to low. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
The catcher, Agustín Ramirez.
Now the catcher up to hit, Agustin Ramirez. Outside low, and that's ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Two down, nobody on. That one
That's
down
foul.
the line, and foul ball. And it's even up.
No.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back in the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. First pitch misses. Next offering is fouled back. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Keibert.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Strike one.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
Oh, 0-2 now. And this one squirts away from the catcher. DeYoung at third with nobody out. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Ball.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. And it's a strikeout for the Sandman, his second of the game.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Rosario takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. One away with a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In the air, right field. Makes a nice running catch. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And first offering is fouled off.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Ground ball left side.
Foul.
And that's just foul. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit. No errors. No one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 2 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. Myers launched a homer in his most recent game. Fastball for a strike. Swings through that.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Next one misses. Ball 1.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Upstairs.
Full count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
And up next for Miami, Derek Hill. And that misses.
Inside.
And that is ball 1. One out, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even 1-1. On the ground. And he punches one right back up the middle. That's what he does. Great contact. And that turns the lineup over.
The batter, number 6. Second baseman.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Otto Lopez. The next up for the Marlins. Williams checks on first. The throw is wild and it gets away. Right down the chute. That's strike 1. That one fouled off. Hill over at first with 1 away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Just just
No.
misses the mark outside the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Bogey just
Now
ran out of
batting,
patience there. He
the
took a couple
designated
of
hitter,
pitches
Griffin.
to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now the DH, Griffin Conant. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And
No.
takes low for ball 1.
1-0.
And that one clips the corner. Williams picks over, and he's back in there. Two outs. This one smoked out to left. And that ends the inning. One left for Miami. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Nathaniel Lowe.
That one's in there. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's to third. To first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, C.J.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. A single and a run scored and a walk. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Man at first with 1 gone. And now it's Luis Garcia. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Man at first, 1 away. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Next pitch is outside.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
And a strike in there. Next offering is in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Wood in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Slap the other way, foul. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Man at second. Outside low. Now 1-2.
Punch him out.
Ripped to short. Fires across the diamond, and that is the inning. So 1 left for Washington, but they're on top 2-0. And we're back. The batter will be the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. That's a little high. Ball 1.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
No, that's a ball. 1 ball, no strike.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch.
The right fielder, number 7,
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Right side. Nice grab. To his knee, the throw. Nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Alcantara back to work, and that's off the inside edge, and it's 1-0. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And another ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here. Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That one misses.
Ball 4 outside.
So lead
Take your
off
base.
walk.
Up next for Washington.
Man at first.
the third
Now it's
baseman,
Paul DeYoung
Paul
up to the plate.
DeYoung.
1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. DeYoung, 31 years old, usually a shortstop, but today starts at third. And a swing and a miss.
One thing he
One
has to
ball,
remember is
one
that he
strike.
does not have to cover as much ground. So those balls to his left, remember that you got a good shortstop that can make the backhanded play for you.
And that is cut on and missed. That is strike 2.
1-2.
Stays alive. Garrett aboard here at first with nobody out. Struck him out looking.
Boom, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him walk. That was just nasty.
K-Bert Ruiz digs in now. Went down on strikes his first time through. Just
No, that's a ball.
missed.
1-0.
Next offering is fouled back. A changeup
no.
missing. Ball 2.
2-1.
And
Ball
there's a
3.
ball. Swing and a bouncer towards third. There's one, and that's 2. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Nationals 2 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
up
take a look
for
at how
the
the series has played out
The
so
first
far.
baseman, Davidson De Los Santos.
That
Ball.
one missed. De Los Santos with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Fouled off down the right side.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Ball.
And that skips in the dirt.
2 balls. 1 strike.
That
Hey,
one in
hi.
for a strike, 2-2.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Way high.
Full count.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Rips that one to right. Garrett makes the grab, 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind
Now
yourself
batting,
it's
the
about
catcher,
the process. He did everything right there.
Cruz
Nothing to show
Perez.
for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
One down, base is empty. Strike 2.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Next pitch is outside.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Over to Lowe. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along, 2 quick outs. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And he makes the catch. That is the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in is the speedy Ahmed Rosario. That's a strike. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
Hell, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Goes down looking.
Boog, I wouldn't know personally unless you're going to consider my little league exploits, but it's got to feel good to break off a curveball like that and completely lock a hitter up, especially on the front door. Listen, I've been on the receiving side of that. It's not a good feeling, but that's really good pitching right there.
He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that drops in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And that's in the dirt. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. And a tough play with a fast runner, but they get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. There's a swing and a miss.
No balls. 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Two outs. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. No runs, no hits, no errors. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Nationals 2 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Miami, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Derek Hill. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Next offering upstairs. Trying to bunt his way on. Bare hands it. Tough play. On the money. Nice play.
You know, I think barehanded grabs might be one of the best looking plays in baseball. It takes tremendous body control to bend down there, pick it up, and then get into a position to make a quick, accurate throw to first. It all happens in the blink of an eye. It's like a magic trick, but there's a lot that goes into it.
So the batting order turns over. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Outside low. Ball one.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Next pitch is outside. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Fastball for a strike.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
The Marlins trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. And the next pitch is way outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
I tell you what, this is a really cool feeling when you can make that kind of catch over the shoulder. Doesn't happen very often. It's not easy, but he made it look easy right there. Nice job.
And now here's the Marlins DH, Griffin Conine. 0 for 2 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The 0-1. Ground ball right side. And that's foul. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
That's outside, and the count is even 2-2.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
One strike.
Conine, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one pulled foul. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Nationals 2 and the Marlins nothing.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Marlins.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Jesus Tinoco.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. He's 2 for 2.
C.J. Abrams.
And there's a foul ball. Next offering is down low. The
Ball.
shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
That missed by a lot. 3-2 now. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Luis Garcia now at the plate. Ball one, no strikes. Activity in the bullpen. Ronnie Enriquez appears to be getting loose. Martinez warming up as well. And a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Pitch misses, and that's ball two.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Now move to first.
He's safe.
Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's the left fielder, James Wood. Check on the runner. Abrams back on a dive. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball one. In the dirt. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Just missed.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
On the ground to first, could be two. The throw to second is offline. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
And the batter now, Stone Garrett. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. In there at the knees. That one outside. 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2-1 now. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
Here's the third baseman, Paul DeYoung. 1 for 2. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Two on, 2 outs. Oh, he hit him.
Dead ball.
And that got him pretty flush.
Well, there's no hiding in this spot. Bases loaded now and no more wiggle room for any more mistakes like that.
Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals.
Kind of goes without saying, but straight on these 2 runners in scoring position right here, it feels like it's a must if they stand a chance to win this game.
The 1-0. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Got him swinging.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Lucas Sims.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now the third baseman, Connor Norby.
The third baseman.
He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. But you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
So up next, Jesus Sanchez. That's in there. And that's strike one. The Nationals leading by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Splits the plate, and the count is 0-2.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen.
Now
You roll them
the
out
first
there to
baseman,
start a new inning, hold
Henderson.
on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch misses. That's down and in. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
61.
Seth Martinez.
Seth Martinez.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario.
The designated hitter,
Chris, his skill
Ahmed
set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
In the air to left center, Myers. And there's one down.
Up next for Washington, the center
And now up
fielder,
for Washington, Jacob Young.
Young.
This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. And first offering is fouled off. Martinez, a 6'2" righty, 30 years old now, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Line drive, fair ball. Now he'll turn for second, and that's a 2-bagger.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate.
Now batting,
Nice job
the
of
first
driving that pitch the
Nathaniel
other way on a line. You know,
Lowe.
hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
1 out, runner at second. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Just missed. Man at second. Runner takes off. Pitch is high. Throw to third. He's safe. Liner, and this could be trouble. In to score is the runner from third, and they take a 3-run lead.
Everything came together for him. That was a really close one down the line. Just barely kept it fair, but did a great job of turning on that inside pitch and ripping it for a double.
Man at second with one away. C.J. Abrams will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second here, one gone.
One-two.
In the dirt, but kept close. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering is downstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
High fly ball out into left center field. Hill hauls it in, and there's two away.
Up next for the Nationals, the second baseman, Luis Garcia.
So a man aboard, Luis Garcia, digging in for the Nationals. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swinging a foul straight back. Fastball for a strike. Low at second with 2 down. Swings and misses. Good job at damage control right there. One for the Nationals on this RBI double. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jorge Lopez.
Now
he pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Number 21.
And now, Agustin Ramirez.
Lopez.
That's through there for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Jose A. Ferrer looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside. And it's 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put away pitch right here 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Tosses to first.
He's out.
And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Grounds one to short. Abrams tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
2 down, base is empty. And now here is Derek Hill. Out to short. Abrams tosses to first. Marlins set down in order. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching for.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ronnie Enriquez. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. James Wood digging in for the Nationals.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Way outside, and that's ball 1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
2-0 to count.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2-1.
And that one wrapped foul. Inside. And now it's 3-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Now here is Stone Garrett. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Cal Quantrill getting ready to go. Cronin also getting ready. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And the count even at 1. Just missed. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And that one fouled off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Up now for Washington, Paul DeYoung. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Way out front for strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And there's a ball. Garrett, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. That
Ball
one
three.
misses. Full count now.
Full count.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. This one in the air. Edwards puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, K-Bert Ruiz.
Digging in, K-Bert Ruiz. 0 for 3 in this one. Right through there for a strike. That pitch in for a strike. 0-2 now.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 0-2. And they'll do it again. Two outs. Look out!
High, dead ball,
And it
right
hit
there.
him. He had 2 strikes on him.
Now batting,
And he hit him.
designated hitter,
Ahmed Rosario digging in for the Nationals. The other way, and that's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's
No, he's in
offline.
there.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jacob
First
Young.
and second, 2 outs. Next to hit for the Nats, Jacob Young. 1 for 4 with a double. That one finds the corner, and that is strike 1. Out to short. They take the force out, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Number 68.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in
Number
throwing strikes,
68.
attacking these hitters.
Evan Reinberg.
So digging in,
Leading
Otto
up for the
Lopez.
Marlins,
1 for
second
3.
baseman, Otto Lopez.
That
No,
one
that's
close,
the ball.
ruled a ball. And it's 1-0. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Young on the move. And there's one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Griffin.
Now the number 2 hitter,
Conine.
Griffin Conine. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. That one pushed to the left and foul. That misses.
1-2.
Now 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Edwards stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
The Fish down to their final strike. That one way inside. Two down, nobody on. That one the other way, and foul ball. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. In-time ball game, and the strikeout ends it.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.